All right, so we live, bro.
All
All right,
right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Bahasham,
Bahasham,
Yahawashi,
Yahawashi,
Bahasham,
Bahasham, Rakah,
Rakakadash.
Hakadash,
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah.
and the brother Dunya Allah.
All right, two members of the Pittsburgh GMS camp coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash, Lord willing. This is edifying. All right, and basically, as you see, the title is, okay, we are the band of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, stay in pocket. Okay, and we're just basically going into the importance of the role that every member of this glorious band of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi has to play, okay, in the beauty of staying in pocket or staying in your lane, okay, when it comes to this truth, okay, so that we may sing this song beautifully, okay, and the brother Danya Allah, here has some experience with music. I have a limited experience, but we have articles and things like that where Lord, when we may expound on the beauty of this thing. Now, what brought this up is this precept, okay, that we was going into Sirach chapter 32. Let me share my screen real quick, okay. Also, let me check on the stream, make sure everything's cool here, okay. Everything can be heard. All right. All right, seems good. All right, so we're going to this Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 32. All right, we'll start speaking at verse 7. It says, "Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art asked twice. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue." Okay. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Okay. So we'll stop it right there. All right. And so basically, this is just going into order. All right. The order of things and how things must be done. Okay. When you're speaking together as a group, okay, there's certain levels to different things, and it's up to every man to understand what position they play in this orchestra of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and when is your cue to speak or to play your part. Okay, you have anything to say, brother?
Yeah, hey, hey, yeah, like the brother saying, this truth is it's like a band, man, you know, and and it's like a jazz band. You have particular brothers who have different skill sets through the spirit. It's like having, particular band members that have skill sets on different instruments, and all those instruments of the band plays a role, but what makes the music great is the order, you know, and the order
Mm-hmm.
and the timing, man, you
That's
know.
right. That's right, brother. The order and the timing of things. Okay. You got the precept decently in order.
Uh, Now I could grab it real quick.
It's all good.
Um,
I'll grab it real quick.
I'll grab Ecclesiastes 3.
Okay, kind of. All right, because like the bro said, it's about order. Okay. First Corinthians 14 and 40, which if you look at that, there's 144. All right. That all things be done decently and in order. All right. So that's how it goes right there, man. Okay, that's how it goes right there. All things must be done decently and in order, man. That's very important with the Most High, like the Lord says. Just a precept that came to mind. Scriptures say, "A false balance is an abomination with the Most High, but a just balance is His delight." Okay,
Mhm.
and so basically, you have to be balanced. Okay, you have to be perfect, as you can. You know what I'm saying? And a part of that perfection comes with doing things decently and in order. You got something else, brother? That the precept.
You know, hey, right, doing things decently and in order, and also understanding that there's a particular time and place for you to do certain things, man.
Okay.
You know, like in a band, there's a particular time where instrumentalist takes his solo. You know,
Hmm.
likewise with us in this truth, we say we're out teaching on the streets. There's a particular time where let's say a brother gets a revelation. There's a particular time where you know, he should give that, you know.
Hmm.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right? So there's a season, a time, and for every purpose, man. You know, even you know, when speaking, you know, teaching the scriptures, there's certain things that you can teach, but out of season, you know,
Hmm.
not at the right time, you know, and that's why, you know, it's important to follow the spirit, you know, to get the precepts backing up what the head speaker is saying. All right, what you know, what the lesson's going into, get you know precepts that pertain to the topic of what the spirit has coming out at that moment, you
God,
know.
yeah, that can even go in this truth. You know, where certain things might come out, and it may not be time. It may not be something that can be received. It may call it make it may present a stumbling block. You know, which is just something that we have to be mindful. And it's just, like I said, it's just all about balance. You know what I'm saying? And also too, you don't want to get something that's going against what the Lord have ordained as well, man. You know, because that can get you kicked out the band. Okay,
Con.
get you
Hey,
cut.
yeah, yeah, that can get you cut out the band.
Yep.
Here it is. Everybody's you know, playing this particular rhythm. You know, they playing, you know, what have you, bossa nova, which is, you
Hmm.
know, like Brazilian jazz. They're playing bossa nova, but you up here playing American funk. Like, what are you doing, man? You messing up the whole song.
God.
We're not
So
playing that today.
God, unless you have a precept, I want to kind of go into this article a little bit.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Yeah, so this article is basically just an article that was put on LinkedIn, but it's entitled "What Can You Learn? What Can You Learn? Teamwork Playing Band." Okay, and so the part I want to read on is right here. It says, "Listen to the band." Right, this is one aspect of it. Matter of fact, I'll read at the top. Starting off, is playing music in a band is a team activity that can be complicated by the ego issues and creative preferences of the band members. Okay, so everybody's in this truth is going to be different. Okay, we're all going to have come from different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying, and maybe even have different things in your spirit where you resonate with or you may be accustomed to. Okay, and so somebody may be more, I don't know, for example, rougher than you, whatever the case may be. And you have to get over your own ego. You have to be able to consider, like, well, this is a man of the Lord, so I can't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't be all up in yourself. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? When you're looking at what's going on, okay? You can't be all in yourself, man. And so let's continue. It says, uh, as well as the role ambiguity. Okay, so this is another thing that people can get caught up in is role ambiguity. Okay, because I believe you have that precept pulled up about the different offices and the different importance of them.
Con.
Let me see here. Uncertainty, doubt, indecision, hesitation. Okay, equivocalness, double sense, having double meaning, doubtful. Obscurity in description. Okay, obscurity in description is what it says for that word ambiguous. I'm thinking this is one of those words that have many meanings.
Yeah.
The quality of being open to more than one, inexactness. Okay, let's see. Ambiguous. So it's not really much on that. Okay. Vagueness or obscurity. Okay. That's what I'm thinking is going into. Oh, yeah. Inconspicuous or unimportant. Somebody can feel like their role is not important, because ambiguous can, like I said, there's more ways it can be used. So in this aspect, I'm thinking, it may come from that aspect of somebody thinking their role is not important. Okay. But you can't say that. All right.
Hmm.
You got the one that says, just going into it, and what if the body were all eyes, where then were the hearing, and so on and so
Con.
forth. Yeah, go
Con.
ahead and bring
Yeah,
it out.
there's actually quite a bit on here, but
That's fine.
this is First Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, "Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit." Right. So there's different gifts, different skill sets, prophetic skills. Okay, by way of the Holy Spirit through Yahawashi,
Hmm.
and differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but in this, but in the same power which worketh all in all. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so likewise, you know, like in a jazz band, you may have someone who has the skill set of playing, you know, the trumpet, or the skill set of playing the saxophone, skill set of playing, you know, the drums, the bass, what have you, man. So they
Mm-hmm.
all those musicians, they operate differently, man, you
Yep.
know, but they're playing the same song, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, us in this truth, we may have different gifts and different spirits. Okay, we may have a different spirit about us, a slightly different vibration, slightly different flavor, so to speak. But
Mm-hmm.
we're all speaking, okay, according to the Holy Spirit, okay, through Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know,
That's right.
we're singing the same song.
Yeah, God, I could also think of it like an orchestra. You got them big drums, what they call a timpani, or I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, a timpani or whatever. Then you got the cellos. You got the violas, you got the violins, you got,
Hmm.
what I'm saying. You got the French horn. You got different things that all go into this concert. This orchestra. But then you also got the guy in the back with the triangle. you know. And
Right,
then it's that one part where that nigga he waiting all day, he holding his triangle, and then it come his part and he go ding. But if he wasn't there, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be the same. That composition wouldn't be able to be played to its fruition. Go ahead, Doc, you got it.
right. And brothers could read this whole chapter. We're just gonna hit the points in here.
God.
Right. It says we're gonna hop down to verse
I mean, since you started at you might as well keep going. I'll just
okay.
read it. Start at verse 8. Just keep going.
Okay. It says for one uh Salakia, verse 7. I don't think I read
Yeah,
7.
7. Yeah, you got it out. Go ahead.
It says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
Mhm.
For to one is give the spirit of wisdom, right? So, a brother may have lots of wisdom in this truth, man. It
Mhm.
says to another the word of knowledge by the same spirit,
Mhm.
to another faith by the same spirit. So, there's brothers who have more faith than others,
Yep.
you know, to another gifts of healing by the same spirit, brothers who are good with the herbs and healing different ailments.
God.
All right. To another working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. Brothers speaking different languages. Being able to basically read people's spirit. You know,
Mhm.
being able to translate from different tongues. All right, so many different diverse gifts in this ministry that can be used for edification. All right, and glorifying the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi.
Mhm.
But all these worketh that one and self same spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
Mhm.
For as the body is one, and hath many members, and all members of that one body being being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach, right? So you have
God.
many members, but it's one body. Then you have many brothers, that are laboring, okay, and teaching this doctrine, okay, many different brothers, but it's all one body of Yahawashi, man.
God. Because I just this is something that I've also witnessed, recently too, just, linking up with different brothers, as the spirit have it, what I'm saying, slowly but surely linking up with more brothers. I've linked up with the brother Howard Shazayyan, man, and he's a very high energy brother, you know what I'm saying, where he's just, yeah, let's, yeah, what I'm saying, he's one of those guys, just motivational as hell, man. But then me, I'm all laid back, what I'm saying, that we came together and we kind of balanced each other out, you know what I'm saying. It was beautiful.
Right.
What I'm saying? So that's how it is. Like we're all reaching that same goal, which is the ushering in of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, spreading this word. Okay, but then you got those type of differences where one brother may be this way, another brother may be this way. You know what I'm saying? And we're all trying to be balanced, but the Lord have given us these different attributes, where we kind of have stronger than others. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so that's where it all works together. Where it's like, we iron sharp as iron, and we all sing this song together, and it becomes this marvelous composition, man. You know, the sound that's made by the different instruments are usually not recreatable by the other instrument. That's why they have a whole other instrument for that sound.
Yeah, I believe if you want to look it up, the word is timbre.
Oh, timbre. Okay, con.
Yeah, I think it's Timbre.
Oh, timbre.
Yeah, but they say
Okay,
timbre. They pronounce it as timbre.
okay. Let's see here. Timbre. Uh, instrument. What is the timbre of a sound? A timbre or timbre refers to the character, texture, and color of a sound that defines it. It's a
Right,
catch-all category for the features of a sound that are not pitch, loudness, duration, or spatial location. And it helps us judge whether what we're listening to is a piano, flute, or an organ. You got it out.
right. So, the timbre is, it basically different, like the brother said, it's non-creatable because it's particular to that instrument. That lets you know
Mm-hmm.
that this instrument's a trumpet or this instrument's a piano,
God,
timbre. So hey, in this truth, brothers have different types of spirits, man.
that's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
and different gifts, man. You
God,
know,
hey, Shalom, Ariala on the comment board. Yabashim Yashai Bashim Rakakadash Barakatah.
hey, y'all about Shemal Shabrakatah, bro.
Hey, Shalom, Mark. So yeah, like the bro was saying, just backing me up. You have a let's say you got the what you call them. You got the quints, right? The little four drum. They don't sound like a snare, okay?
Hmm.
And they don't sound like a bass drum. That's why you have these different instruments, okay? But the thing is, all of them playing in sequence together, playing their own particular roles in that body, okay, they make this harmonious sound. They get you grooving, okay. They all
Hmm.
blend together, man. You may have one that you might like, and they all got their different roles, man. You just be like, oh, that damn, man, it's gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
you know.
Right.
Uh, Go ahead. Or
Yeah.
did you ready for me to go back into this article? Let me know.
Okay. Kind. It says, "For the body is not one member,
Mm-hmm.
but many." So we got many different brothers in this truth, man. You know, it says it's not one type of brother. It's not one type of spirit. Okay, that's that's teaching in this truth, man.
God,
It says, "If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body. Is it therefore not of the body?"
right.
You know. It says, "If the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body. Is it therefore not of the body?" You
Mm-hmm.
know. If the
Mm-hmm.
whole body were an eye, where were
The
the
hearing.
hearing?
Mm-hmm.
If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling?
Smelling. God,
So you need these different operations, man. You have different members for different things, man.
God. Right. And this is where it comes in the balance of not downplaying the role that you play in the truth. Okay. This is the importance of exhorting brethren and not, not getting to the point of flattery, but letting brothers know their particular roles in this faith. You know what I'm saying? Where they benefit. Okay. Where you can see that they may benefit because Satan likes to hop on, demons like to hop on brothers' minds and stuff and say, yo, you ain't shit. You worthless. You don't really have a role to play. That's why it's important to exhort brothers, like, continue in this thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you have close dealings with that brother, hey, look, I benefited from this aspect of what the Spirit have given you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important, man. Like it said, if the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Is that true? We know that's not true. Just because you the foot and you walking on the ground, that ain't true. That's not true that you're not part of the body. Yes, you are. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I'm not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? That's not true. Every brother's not going to be that person or, that guy with 4,000 followers, you know,
Mhm.
with hundreds of views. Everybody's not going to be that guy, but that's how the Lord set that up. You see? So just because you're not on that level Don't look at it like I ain't shit. That could be you. That could be you casting yourself away, man. And you don't want to do that. Just balance it out. But you got to have confidence in this truth, and the Lord will show you that He's working with you. You just have faith in Him, have fear towards Him, and just continue humbly to do this work, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. It says, and the eye cannot say. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Verse.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
17. I think you're on 18 now.
18. Okay. But now the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him. So according to the Most High's pleasure, the Lord has this particular brother. Okay, this is this is his particular style. You
Mm-hmm.
got that brother. He got that particular style. You got that brother. He gets down in this particular fashion, but they're all doing the work of the Lord, man. But according to the pleasure of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But
Kind.
now are they many members, yet but one body? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it says, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. For again, the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more, those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So even the smallest brothers, okay, in this truth, they're necessary also, man.
Kind.
Everybody plays a role in the body.
That's right.
But yeah, you
Uh,
got it, bro.
yeah, verse 22 says, nay, much more, those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. Okay. So yeah, like I was giving that analogy of the orchestra. Yeah, that dude in the back with the cymbal, ding. You know what I'm saying? And that's his only thing. The whole thing is just hit the ding one time. We got him in the band for a reason.
Hmm.
Don't be telling him to not ding. You better leave him alone with it. Let him ding back there, man. Sit your ass down. Okay.
Yeah.
I hired him to ding that. Okay. you,
Right.
you know.
Right. And hey, like we was talking about before, the timing is a particular time he dings. It's not
Yep.
all throughout the song, you
Mm-hmm.
know. He waits to the right moment, the other instruments may quiet down a little bit and ding, and then he does his thing and he, go back to what he waits.
Kind. Yep. And that requires us to be mindful of each other in this body. Let's continue as it goes on. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but the Most High have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked. Verse 25, that there shall be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another.
Mm.
And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Okay. So basically, you have to be mindful of one another in this truth. Okay. And basically we bear each other's burdens, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, you know. Let me get back into this article unless you got something to say real quick.
Yeah, so hey, yeah, got to be mindful of each other in this truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, understanding other brothers' particular roles and understanding your role too.
Got
You
it.
know, so as not to impede on the flow of the spirit, man, or to impede on somebody on another brother doing his job.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like I said, that there be no schisms in the body. If I didn't read that part, yeah, that there should be no schism in the body. So back on this article, okay. So it says playing music in a band is a team activity that can be complicated by the ego issues and creative preferences of the band members. So like we was going into in that scripture, just because you the eye, you can't look at the foot and be like, nigga, we don't need you here. What is you doing, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You on that bullshit, you know?
Hmm.
You over there walking on the ground and shit. Nobody needs your ass. No, you can't do that. Okay. And then also, likewise, like I said, as well as role ambiguity or creative preferences. Okay, so don't downplay yourself because your role may not be as big, your portion of the spirit may not be as big. Just pray for more and accept what the Lord may give you. Over many years of playing music with other people, I've learned some behaviors that help a group work well together musically and others that can make it fall apart. Many of those lessons port nicely to other team activities. The biggest element of success in a band is to show respect for your bandmates. Much of what follows is partial definition of showing respect. Necessary conditions include. Okay, so I'm going to get back to what I was saying. It says listen to the band, not just yourself. You see, so you got to listen to the band, not just it ain't just about you. Okay, let me see here. You got something? Let me
Yeah,
get
right.
this.
It's not just about you. Really, it's about, doing this work, okay, in the way that the Lord wants us to do it, you know? And that requires you to understand your role,
Uh,
you know?
Here's a scripture. 2 Corinthians 10:12 says, "For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves." Okay, so we ain't finna be so bold as to say that we know that we the elect or anything like that. And it says, or compare ourselves with them, with some that commend themselves. Because there be people that justify themselves, like that dude, that publican and the tax collector, the publican because he was it the publican? No, the Pharisee and the tax collector. Salaki, the Pharisee and the publican or tax collector. The Pharisee was justifying himself because he was in the truth, supposedly, but the tax collector was asking for forgiveness, and the tax collector was more justified than the Pharisee because the Pharisee he was making himself of that number. I'm righteous. I do all the things you want me to do, Lord. And I ain't like this nigga next to me. But the Lord didn't commend him. He commended the tax collector for asking for mercy. Okay, it says, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. You see, so you can't be in your own mind looking at on your actions only and making comparisons to yourself. Okay, you got to be able to look outside of yourself. All right, because it ain't about you. All right, you got something before I go back to it.
Okay, yeah, I got this Luke 18 and right, Luke 18 and 10, just going into what you were saying. And this is Yahawashi giving that parable, that similitude. Um it says two men went up into the temple to pray, and one a Pharisee and the other a publican. And the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself. Uh, uh, it says, God, it says, I thank thee that I am not as other men, as other men are. Oh man, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican.
Mm-hmm.
I felt, man. I felt, oh my goodness.
Dude was an asshole, wasn't he?
That's some, yeah, man. I fast twice in the week. I
Yep.
give tithe of all that I possess. And the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, uh, 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 Most High, be merciful to me, a
Mm-hmm.
sinner.
God.
I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For every one that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. You got it, bro.
See? Yeah, so that's just backing me up, like I was saying in that one precept, that there are those that compare themselves to themselves, basically, that they're looking at themselves like, I'm righteous, man. They're setting themselves up as the standard. When the scriptures say don't do that, right? The scriptures say what? And then we'll get into a little bit into the article. I don't want to drag it too long. Let's see. Philippians 2:3 says, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves." So you don't compare yourself by yourself. You're supposed to be able to look at another brother and see the things that he does better than you, and commend him for that and strive to do better in those aspects. Because what is going to happen is you're going to be around a brother, and you're going to see things where you may be better than him in different aspects. But you don't base off of that. Okay, you esteem other better than yourself. Well, man, that brother do this better than me, so you know what I'm saying. I can work on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I may be able to do this or do this better, but that brother got me on that, and I can work on that. So it's just all about humility. It's about humility and esteeming others better than yourselves, and not boasting yourself up, man.
Okay.
Okay. Now back to what we were saying about this ban. To get some more on this article. Okay. The next part is, it says, listen to the band. It says, not just yourself. Okay. A great bandmate is a great listener and will adapt his or her performance to make the band sound as good as possible. You see, it's about this truth. It's about the greater message. Okay. It's about order's sake. There's a time and a place for everything, like we went into, right?
Right.
Okay, because there may be a certain situation where you may be right about something, but it ain't always about that. It ain't always about, oh, I'm right about this, and if you are right and the spirit is on you heavy to go into it, then there's a time and a place for everything. You don't want to be at camp, doing certain things and being out of order. It's a time and a place. Let's continue. There's a lot to this. When you accompany, your job is to make the soloist sound great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get that word accompany. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. An accompaniment, which means you help, man. You assist. Like in basketball, certain dudes, they give the assist so the dude could go in and make that dunk or make that shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's the same in this truth, man. Right? Really, the brothers who are assisting, or the brothers who are looking up precepts, looking up particular words, you know, and then you have the main head speaker, okay, who is expounding upon the precepts and giving the sense of the scriptures, you know, and then you got these, you got the precepts that kind of accompany, okay, the explanation of the precepts, right? In a band setting, or a music setting, you know, particular instruments might play a certain way to make the like I said, to make the soloist sound better. You know, the soloist might make a mistake. The man on the piano might, or he might play the wrong chords, but then the whole band changes around him to make it seem like he never did. You know,
God. Yep.
you know,
That's when you're really in sync.
yeah. It's I think yeah, like for brothers who are into Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock, Miles Davis knew how to take Herbie Hancock's mistake on the piano and make it sound good. You know.
God. So I went into that word accompany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's three different things that go into it. So accompany as a verb says, let's just skip to the point. It says musical meaning, to play or sing along with, is from 1570s related. All right, accompanied or accompanying. Okay, so what is this? What are we doing right now? We're singing this new song. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. This is related to a song. Okay, and there's different precepts going into that. Okay, which we could maybe get into. I don't want to draw it out super long, so but there's just a few, just to quote a few. We're liking unto children playing in a marketplace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're piping unto our brethren, but a lot of you have not danced, man, or mourned. So accompaniment, 1744 in music, 1731 is a term in heraldry. Okay, then
Ooh.
I wanted to get that word
Ooh.
herald. Yeah. So I went
Heraldry.
and, God, I went and got the word herald. It says a messenger or envoy.
Mm-hmm.
You see? A messenger or envoy. Let's
Right.
see if there's some more in it. Go ahead. Out.
Like, hey, you may have a messenger. You know, you watch those
Oh
ancient
shit.
movies. They'll roll out a red carpet or whatever, and they'll blow
God.
the trumpets. Ba, 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 da. Hear ye, here cometh King. Whatever his name, the
Whatever his
king is.
name is.
You
Yeah.
know,
God.
King Harry the First.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically announcing the coming of the king, man. That's what we're doing too, man. That's a part of this
Yep.
truth, man.
That's right.
Like John the Baptist, right? What did he do? He was heralding in Yahawashi, man. You
God.
know, he was ushering the way, preparing the way for Yahawashi. And same thing, we're preparing in the spirit, we're preparing the way of Yahawashi, man. You know?
Con. Hey, this other aspect of this word herald in the verb sense, it says to sound the praises of.
Woo!
Come on, man.
Right. Which is
It's fire.
which is one of the main things we're doing, man. We're glorifying the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, man.
God, that's right. That's right. And so, we have to be mindful of that when we're out there. One of the things he spoke about is egos getting in the way of this thing. This is no place for ego. Like we read earlier, let nothing be done through vainglory. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. But let others esteem others better than themselves, roughly paraphrasing, because it's not about us. This is not a place, this is not a platform to gather glory. Okay, this is a platform to praise you, how about Yahawashi. And I'm looking over here because I got the screen over there, so it's a lot. But you know what I'm saying? This is a platform to praise you, how about Yahawashi, and that's what it's all about. Okay, it ain't about your ego, it ain't about your emotions. It's about, will this benefit or go against the truth? Yep, kind of, brother Khayal. That's what this blowing the trumpets are, preparing the way of the coming of Yahawashi. That's right, bro.
Okay.
That's right. And Shalom. Um, Listen to the band, not just yourself, a great man, mate. Okay. There's a lot to this. When you accompany, your job is to make the soloist sound great. What you don't play is at least as important as what you do play. Okay. So yeah, man. Hey, you got to be able to be in tune with the spirit, see where the spirit's going. Okay, that's why the scriptures. Now, if you want to get that one, two, or three at a time, let the
Kind of
other
got
hold his piece. Kind of go
Yeah, I
ahead.
got it right here. It said, and he said, what you don't play is just as important as what you do play, man. So when
Mm-hmm.
you're playing in music, there's certain notes that you don't want to hit, because if you
Mm-hmm.
hit those notes, it's gonna make the whole song sound off, you know?
Kind. Yeah. Go ahead, Ike. You got
Um,
it.
right. So it says here, uh, 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 28. It says, "But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church, and let him speak to himself and to the Most High." So that it's going into speaking in tongues. It says, "Let the prophet speak two or three, and let the other judge." Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have two or three brothers in a group, you know, and you have that one brother that judges, that basically brings out the sense of the scripture. It says, "If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace." So a revelation may come to a brother, or something that needs to be brung out in the spirit. Then the other brother hold his peace and he brings it out, man. You know,
God.
doing
Yeah.
it in order, man.
God, and sometimes the spirit to be on the lead speaker to not, and then that's where what comes into play. What the brother Khayal said. It's all about discerning it through the spirit. It says when out on the block, you might be holding a precept, and the spirit changes topics. Then you change precepts, and sometimes that happens as well.
Kind.
You have to be able to be in tune with the spirit, or instead of changing precepts, you might hold it to the back. Okay, let me move to something else. All right, and then the spirit will have it come out later. That's happened to me quite a few times where it was like, yeah, I was holding that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now I get to bring it out now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, playing it by ear. Okay. Playing it by ear. And also, sometimes the lead speaker can leave space as well. Like it says, what you don't play is at least important as what you do play. Then it says leave space. Leave space. You see? Let's continue on this article. It says, unless you got something real quick.
Yep. No, that was it on that right there.
Okay. It says, get used to hearing yourself in the context of the band to get a feel for the right volume level. If you're accompanying a soloist or a singer, make sure you're not too loud. You may even lower your volume so the featured performer stands out in the mix. So how do we apply this to this truth? Okay, it's just like we already been going into. Okay, just finding that time and place, where you can chime in. You know what I'm saying? Where you can chime in through the spirit.
Right. It doesn't say it in the article. It may say it, but when you're in a band and you're playing the song, you're playing the melody, the head. There's a portion of the song where each band member gets to play their solo. Gets their little time to say what they need to say in that song, right? But when someone steps up to take a solo, all right, other than the solo instrument, say the trumpet or the saxophone, the rest of the band they decrease in volume so you can hear what's being said. So hey, likewise in this truth, don't want to do so much to you know basically quench another brother's spirit.
God. So here it gets into the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And we'll probably get ready to start wrapping it up. Just unless you got something. Okay, it says, in the pocket is more important than note choice in my experience. Good notes with bad timing are much more distracting than bad notes with good timing. Okay, so basically it can be something good, okay, that can need to come out, but you may choose the wrong time to try to bring it out, and it can kind of throw things off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like once again, we're using this carnal aspect of a band. Of course, it's gonna be different when you're out in the highways and byways. We're not talking over each other. You know what I'm saying? So there's other aspects to it, but these are some things you can still kind of think about staying in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? And once you're in that pocket, okay, you get the rhythm of things, and you're able to kind of you can kind of improvise within that. I don't know much about it, but it's like
Yeah,
I
you
watched
can.
this girl.
Yeah,
So
you
like,
can. It's like you. Yeah, you can improvise while being in the pocket, man. And so like as it was saying about those
those good notes with bad timing.
yeah, those good notes with bad timings. Now, all the precepts in the scriptures are good, brother.
Oh God,
Every
yeah,
last one of them is great,
yeah,
man.
that's good. Yeah.
But not every time is the time to play them. If you play it at the wrong time, it'll throw off the whole song and make the song sound bad because it wasn't
Yeah,
the time.
it wasn't this season, man. You brought out the precept, and it's like, okay, that's a good precept, but it ain't really going with what we talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a great precept. Might be
Right.
one brothers may not be that great that accustomed to. Like, oh yeah, I had to go into that later, but that ain't really going with what I'm speaking of. Now I got to go out of my way to kind of break that down. When we wasn't talking about that. So yeah. Good notes with bad timing. That's a good way to kind of tie that in, brother. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? That's your pop, man. Also, it says stretching the analogy, making decisions quickly and quickly recovering, blah blah blah. Okay, kind. But let me see here. Yeah, the pocket. Okay, so that's what we was talking about, the pocket, about being able to improvise within that pocket. I noticed this chick, her name is the Pocket Queen. Okay,
Yeah.
and basically what she'll do is she'll take songs that's already out and it already may have percussion, like this one song from Outkast. I think it's called I forget what that song is called. I don't remember if it's called, I don't think it's called Morris Brown. Whatever it is, it's on one of their albums, and she took it, and that thing already got some good percussion, but she was like adding some stuff to it, and it was like, she was
But
in that
yeah,
pocket.
it was on point. It was on
Yeah,
point. It was at the right
yeah,
time and on point. That's why they call it a pocket king, the pocket
right.
queen, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, con. So that's just an aspect that I was thinking about. Like, once you find that pocket, man, that's something I had to get used to too, because we used to have a lot of brothers in the Pittsburgh camp. You know what I'm saying? It used to be Elder Natazakbar, brother Yuan, and Ariala, and me, and we had another brother Ash, and then once we had the dude Brandon was there for a little bit. This brother was around, you know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of people that was around, you know what I'm saying? And I used to have to kind of find a moment where it's like, just say something real quick, and then just, all right, I'm back. You back off, and you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's tying us back full circle to that Sirach 32. Okay, speak, young man, if there be need of thee. If something through the Spirit you need to bring it out. But you got to find that right time. It says, and yet scarcely when thou art asked twice. So don't be so rash. The scripture, there's one that even says that. And if you got something to say while I'm getting it.
Yeah, hey, speak when there be need of thee. So hey, if it's through the Spirit, if it's a moment where you need where you need to bring out a revelation, all right, or take a solo, so to speak, or add a little flair to the to the lesson, then you take it. But when it's needed, man, if
Okay.
it's not according to the Spirit at that moment, then there's no need to say anything. Just stay in the pocket, man.
Yep. And
Keep
this is something.
accompanying Salakia.
Now you got it out. Yeah, I interrupted you, but now and this is something that I had struggled with. At one point. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say struggle with, but something I had to pick up on and you made mistakes on. You know what I'm saying? We're human. You know what I'm saying? When you're young in the faith, this shit happens sometimes. Sirach, or not Sirach, Ecclesiastes 5. I guess we can start at 1, but our point I want is in 2. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. Okay, and so there will be moments where you consider what you're about to say, and you may realize, well, it ain't really. Maybe I shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I just keep
Hmm.
that to myself, or just that's just it. Just don't be hasty. Don't be so hasty to say certain things. Consider what you're saying before you say them. Um, so let's go back to it. All right. Oh yeah. So Sirach 32. All right. And 8, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words, be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. So there will be moments where I'm like, damn man, I got this fire precept, and you're just looking for a moment where it's like, okay, can I bring it out now? And sometimes you may not find that moment. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on the
Hmm.
situation you're in. Like I said, when there was a lot of brothers around, there was less ability to be able to bring out certain things, and just some days I wouldn't get to. So it's like, hey, that's just the spirit. We just gonna, just go with how it is.
Yeah. Hey, I believe the elders started to tell different brothers in the New York camp to split into four. Because
God,
the scripture says to prophesy two or three.
yep,
You know,
God, yep,
because hey,
God,
if you got for like certain I guess for certain types of jazz bands, you could if you have too many instruments, it'd be classified as a different band. But
yeah,
you know, prophesy two or three. So basically they did that so nobody could have their hands in their pocket, man.
yep. Now everybody,
So
all
everybody
hands
could be
on deck.
putting in work. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Sirach, I'll read this for the bro. Sirach 18 and 27. The wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time. God,
Hmm.
you know. It says, when you fear in everything, you consider everything. That's right. Be not ignorant in a matter great, whether great or small. Okay. You don't want to be ignorant of a thing. Okay. You got to consider all aspects, when you're making actions, man, especially in this truth. Okay. This tightrope, which is this truth with that fire on the one side, that deep water on the other side. Okay. This is a very treacherous path we walk, and we got to take heed. Okay. When fearing Yahawashi, Yahawashi, it ain't necessarily about fearing the other men that's around you, but it's about fearing Yahawashi Yahawashi. That's why I said, when you come before the house of the Most High, keep thy foot, and be not hasty to utter anything before the Most High. You see, because these are the representatives of the Most High. So that's the mindset. You fear the Most High, and you treat these men with a certain respect because you acknowledge that they're the men of the Most High. So that's pretty much all I got on it. You got
Hey,
anything?
hey, man, that's it.
Kindly. Lord willing, that was edifying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead. Matter of fact, bro, you got to go ahead and close us out.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying to to give a different way to think about this ministry as being like a band, playing this glorious song, you know,
Okay.
and with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Bahasham,
Bahasham,
Yahawashi,
Yahawashi,
Bahasham Rakah
Bahasham,
Kodash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, brothers and sisters who may be on the comment board. Shalom.
Shalom.